What's up, folks? Welcome to Burl Sports. We'll get rolling here in just a minute after I make sure the stream is coming through all right. Hope you all are having a great last weekend of winter. Spring is upon us tomorrow. If you had a good St. Patrick's Day and so forth. What's up, Chris? Good to see you in the chat. All right, looking good on YouTube. We'll make sure Facebook's good and we'll get going. Do feel free to interact in the chat. Got two good breaks tonight, 1956 Topps baseball set break, as well as 1956 Topps football. All right, looking good on Facebook as well. All right. So before we dive too deep, a little update for those of you folks who bought into the bracket that I'm running here. Totally destroying me, folks, because, yeah. Oh, what happened? What's up, Steve? What's up, Marty? Let's see. Men's bracket challenge. Why is it doing that? Oh, probably because I made the. Yeah, thanks, Steve. I appreciate the condolences about my Tigers. Why is it doing that? Okay, there we go. I just had the window too small, I guess. So you can see here I am with 33 and 29 points. I don't know, you may not be able to see, maybe a little small. Yeah, when I try to make it bigger, it's when it thinks I'm on a mobile. But standing so far, Chris Gongi up top, Swafford second, Brandon Day third. All three of them with Texas as their champion. So little bit of Texas action leading the way. Gorman with Houston tied there for 3, as well as Yaron, Brandon's other bracket, Dave Raimondo, Greg Ritzer. So lots of you folks tied right in there at 39 points. So a lot will come down to how things play out with who stays in. I'll go ahead and say I hope none of you Alabama pickers win. Sorry, I just had to. But anyways, I'm way down here. My bracket with Houston is the winner. It's got 33 points. My bracket with Auburn is not quite bringing up the bottom, but man, I'm close. But yeah, Auburn ousted yesterday to Houston. Props to them for pushing through even with less than healthy. What's up, Derek? Hey, Gramey? I guess that's how we say that. If you want me to pronounce your name properly, feel free to let me know I messed up in the chat. I'm always open to correction, but we'll get started here. However many spots you bought, that's how many times your name is in this list. That's how many cards you're going to get. If you bought 10 spots, you'll get 10 cards. We will randomize this list of names here in just a second using random.org's list randomizer. You can see 340 total cards in our list. We won't shuffle the checklist. We'll only shuffle the list of names. And we'll decide how much we shuffle it here in a minute. But after it's randomized, we'll paste it right next to this checklist. Whoever comes out in spot number 1 gets Will Harridge. Whoever comes out in spot number 2 gets Warren Giles, and so on. Now, what we won't do is we won't read all 340 names. I'll read through a few dozen hits that I've pulled out, and we'll look at those live on the broadcast. Then after the broadcast is over, I'll sort our list by participants and post that up on the website so you can go check those off your set checklist if you're a set builder. Oh, bumped the camera a little too close there. So nice low grade 56 top set. Then after the baseball, we'll hop into the football set. So good stuff all around. Congrats to Jeremy Adam Ross on Twitter for winning that free spot in the 56 baseball break. So if you could go ahead, give me numbers in the chat between or including, let's go between or including 5 and 9. Between or including 5 and 9. Third number in the chat is how many times we'll randomize this list. Fourth number in the chat is how many times we will randomize the football list. I need something to write on so I don't forget the football if the chat gets away from us. Oh, Graham. Okay, well that's easy enough. I'm a quick study sometimes. All right, thanks for those numbers. Let's see. So Chris, Marty, Steve, and Tom. So Steve and Tom are 3 and 4, both of them 8. So it should be easy to remember. And then we'll get started. All right, we've got our list copied. Now I just need to get that random window open. All right, we use list randomizer. All right, paste. All right, good luck everybody. 8 randoms coming up. All right, here's one. Oops, made that where I can't see the sidebar. There we go. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we got Jeremy on top. Whoops, I didn't grab the J in Jeremy. Grab that. J and Jeremy. Then we got Edwin Pastrana on bottom. All right, make this a little smaller so we don't see too much at once. Keep a little excitement in our lives. A little wider here, a little bigger here. All right. And it helps if my stack is not upside down. We'll show the presidents. Harridge and Giles going to Jeremy Bowling, Vincent Bonanno. So there we go, Harridge, Giles, presidents there for your AL, NL. Then first big Hall of Famer is card number 5, Ted Williams. Ted, going to Doug Pigsley. SGC 3 here on Ted. Overall, you know, I described this set as low grade. Lots of VG examples. Nice hit, nice hit, Doug. Ted's always a nice one to take home. You know, so plenty of VG examples. You know, a handful of, you know, rougher cards throughout, but nice presentation on some cards like Ted and a 3. I think Koufax is maybe a 4. Clemente's a 3. But in general, you know, nice low grade set. Warren Spahn, he's card number 10. Goes to Mark Witkowski. There's Spahn. 56 continues Topps, you know, 55 Topps did horizontal issue. 56 continues that trend before they shift back to vertical cards in 57. Of course, Roy Face here, big part of solid Pirates teams, going to Mark Palinich. Of course, dual image design with portrait close-up, kind of in action artwork in the background. Ken Boyer going to Matthew Piscatella. Ernie Banks goes to Todd Casista. Al Kaline, number 20. Goes to Jason Edmister. Klazuski, he's card 25. Goes to Chris Gungy. There's Ted. He's one of the rougher ones there. You can see that edge damage on the front. But Cincinnati Grape. Jackie Robinson, just one of the best cards of all time. Of course, Jackie's Topps cards are limited to 1952 to this 56. So not a lot to choose from, but this is a gorgeous design. Great addition to somebody's collection. Let's see. Jackie Robinson goes to Miles Wren. There's Jackie. SGC1 example. Hank coming up next. Nice little back-to-back 30 and 31. Hank goes to Delbert Scobie Jr. Nice card here for you, Delbert. SGC 1.5 on the Hammer and Hank. And then Roberto Clemente is after Hank. He's card number 33. As mentioned earlier, this one's a nice SGC3, pretty centering. It's going to be hard to find a 3 that presents much better than this one. See a little surface abrasion there on the back, reason for the downgrade. I don't know if you can tell there on that border right here. But nice example nonetheless. Card number 33 going to Barry Wildison. Some nice Clemente there for you, Barry. All right, jumping on up to Dusty Rhodes. He's card number 50. Goes to Matt Larson. Sandy Koufax, he's card number 79. SGC4, as we mentioned earlier. This is a white back, so not really chatted about that yet this time. Aaron earlier is a gray back, so you can see the whites are really more of a cream color. But yeah, so a couple of variations on a lot of your cards, gray back, white back. Depending on which series you're in, determines which one is more common than the other. No massive premium either way, unless you're looking for really high grade. Sometimes those get a premium just depending on populations for the master set builders. Let's see, 79. Koufax going to Gongi. Well, there you go. Nice Koufax for you, Gongi. SGC4 on that one. Milwaukee Braves team card. Braves were a force in the 50s, along with the Dodgers, Yankees, of course. 95. Milwaukee Braves goes to Jeremy Bowling. So kind of 3 variations on your 56 team cards. You've got the no date version where the team name centered is one. I think I've got another we'll look at here in a minute with the year as well. Campanella, he's 101. Going to Jason Shepard. Ed Matthews, he's 107. Going to Joseph Cerullo. There you go, Joseph. Yogi Berra, he's 110. Going to Thomas Lutz. Nice looking Berra there for you. Miscut to the left, but nice presentation. Nellie Fox, 118. Goes to James Secker. Richie Ashburn, card 120, goes to Brandon Day. Minnie Minoso, he's 125. Goes to Brian Feiss. Also, if you're unfamiliar with the 56 checklist kind of in detail, kind of front-loaded with Hall of Famers, a lot of your Hall of Famers appearing in the first 180 cards or so. Willie Mays here, he's card 130. So minimum SGC said minimum size not met. So there you go. You can see just a little short in the holder, but no real evidence of trimming, so they didn't give it the altered designation. Grayback here on the Mays, he's 130. Exactly, Tom. When you come to a fork in the road, you take it. James Secker. Nice, James. Second time I think I've said your name, so always nice to add a Willie. Means Mantle's next, 135. SGC 1.5 here on this Mantle. Some surface foxing, general wear. But Mantle, of course, is your AL MVP in 56, taking home the Triple Crown. Just fantastic card for anybody's collection. Love the 56 Mantle. SGC 1.5 on this one. This example, going to Douglas Meyer. Douglas, huge hit, man. Feel like you've been on a little bit of a hot streak lately. So nice Mantle for your collection. All right, Gil Hodges. He's coming in at card 145. Big part of that Dodgers team that ultimately fell short in the World Series to the Yankees. Hodges goes to Al Godwin. Duke Snyder, 150. Going to Matthew Piscatella. Killebrew, he's 165. Oh, sorry, 164. Forgive me. 164. Killebrew goes to COG Sports Cards Rusty. Check out our friends over in East Tennessee YouTube channel, COG Sports Cards. Rusty and Snake do a good job with some good collecting content. Here's a Killebrew for the collection there. There's our focus. They're probably live right now anyway, so they usually stream about the same time we do. And by we, I mean you all and myself. Red Shane Dienst, he's 165, going to James Hop. Podres, he's 173, going to James Carr. Podres. Robin Roberts, he's 180. Too far. And going to Vincent Bonanno. You can see here we're up to Series 3 with card 181. Billy Martin leading off Series 3. Going to David Hubble. Early win. He's 187. Going to Delbert Scobie. Monty Irvin, he's 194. Goes to David Ingdahl. Bob Feller. Going to Daniel Kelly. Your NL MVP and your World Series, or sorry, he wasn't a World Series MVP. Don Larson was World Series MVP. Anyways, NL MVP for the Dodgers, who were in the World Series, Don Newcomb. Newcomb is 235. Goes to Michael Gorman. 240, Whitey Ford. Goes to Steve Bauman. Larry Doby. Going to Jared Slim. Here is the World Series champions from 1956, New York Yankees. And maybe I'm wrong. This one's got the centered team name centered on this one. But anyways, there are a couple of variations on the centering and whether or not you get the year on the team card. I think there's 3 variations if I remember right. Maybe not all the team cards have the variations. I'm wishing I'd remembered to double check all that before I started babbling about it. Jeff Wilk, getting the Yankees team. Pee Wee Reese, he's 260. Little miscut as well. Before we get to the Reese, though, there you can see free spot popping up at 257. Bobby Thompson for the Milwaukee Braves. Going to Jeremy Adam Ross. Go ahead, follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Burl Sports, all 3 locations. Give away a free spot in every break I do that's 100 spots or more, as well as some that are less. And while you're here on the YouTube stream, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I've been trying to post our break dates ahead of time. That way you can kind of see what's coming up as far as scheduling the broadcast. So you should get a notification when that happens. And been posting content a little more regularly on the YouTube channel as well, with graded card reveals and cool mail days, that kind of thing. So do make sure you subscribe while you're here. Luis Aparicio. Oh yeah, and I do kind of have a tentative goal for the year to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at 680 or something. Every time I mention that, somebody like unsubscribes. But so I'm sure I'm at 679 now or something. But Luis Aparicio, rookie's up next. Here we go. Aparicio rookie, White Sox, great shortstop. Going to Derek Peaster. SGC 4, really your only big rookie card in 56 tops is the Aparicio, and he's not a huge one, but if you're collecting Hall of Fame rookies, he's one you got to put in the collection. So congrats, Derek. Tick one off the list. All right, just two more hits to look at up here in the high series. Hoyt Wilhelm, he's 307. Goes to Barry Wilderson. And here's that World Series MVP, Don Larson, 332. Goes to Yaron. And you can see here wrapping out the break. But I'll shuffle a couple of things around, then we'll hop into that 56 football break. So thanks to those of you who bought into this one. Again, post the full list of participants as soon as the broadcast is over. Or not list of participants, the full check, the full hit list of hits sorted by participants. That's what I'm trying to say. 56 football is fun though. We'd never done a 56 football break, so I didn't really realize how many short prints there were. Just a couple of cool cards pull out here as displays as we roll. You'll also have to forgive me because I'll have to go back and reference these from time to time in the backs of the cards because I'm not as familiar with football sets as I am baseball. Not as familiar with the players either. I feel like anything prior to 57, I know some of the names, but I don't have a lot of like deep vintage football, like playing days knowledge. So it's always cool to look at the cards. Um, you'll see I've got short print designated here. That's just based on the checklist I pulled it off of. I didn't go, look at printing sheets or anything like that, if there are even any out there. But we'll do the same format here that we did before, and we determined earlier in the chat 8 randoms. And if you are wondering, we do have 67 baseball coming up next weekend, so do keep an eye out for that as well. Nice low to mid-grade 67 set. I think the Seaver and the Mantle are both 4s, but some 1.5s, 2s, as well as a few EX cards in there as well. But shorter checklist here on 56 football. I'll spend a little bit of time on it simply because we've not really looked at it before and there are a lot of short prints. So 8 randoms coming up. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. What's up, EJ? Good to see you in the chat, man. Here's 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. All right, we got Mike Lane on top. We got William Ratliff on bottom. Okay, let's make this a little bigger so we can read them with a little bit more ease. So Mike Lane getting card number 1. John Carson, which is short print. There's Carson. Really gorgeous images on some of these. Carson played for your Washington Redskins. I think next hit is Van Brocklin here. I don't throw him. Yeah, Van Brocklin, he's 6. Going to CJ. Nice hit for you, CJ, on the Norm Van Brocklin. Gorgeous card. Just flipping through them, one of my favorite. I just feel like the color pops on it. I don't know. Maybe it's too much for some people, but color that is. The team cards are cool. So here's Packers. I'll show a few of these team cards. Same design as, the 56 baseball. Yeah, come on, focus. There we go. 56 Packers. Going to Douglas Meyer. With a little bit of team bio stuff on the back. Here's the back of player card with Groza. He's the next hit we'll look at. You can see a little bio, a few stats as well. But Groza going to Rodney Moore. Number 10, Beineman. Short print going to Zach Thiel. Blanda goes to John Bandy. Also, if you are wondering about that 96 Fleer basketball Series 2 hobby box break, sold about a third of the spots, so still some more selling to do on that one. Hopefully we'll sell enough to break it this next weekend. Should be good fun chasing some rare inserts as well as Kobe rookies. Janowicz? Janowick? Yeah, now I can't say his name. Anyways, number 13 short print goes to CJ. Cardinals team card is short print as well. Card number 22 goes to William Lechner. Leon Heath is 25. He's a short print going to Douglas Meyer. Yeah, these are some cool cards. Chuck Bednarik is another one of my favorite cards in this set after thumbing through them. Just a fantastic image. Going to Matt Larson here on the Bednarik. The green backgrounds really work. Oh, looks like I didn't pull Dave Mann, or if I did, he's out of order. But anyways, Drazenovich is a short print as well, card number 37. Roosevelt Brown, card number 41, rookie, going to Delbert. Yeah, don't mess with Chuck for sure. He's coming out of the card at you on that one. '46 is a short print going to Yaron. Eddie LeBaron. Eddie's a good card. So he's a short print going to William Lechner. Redskins quarterback. Frank Gifford's 53 going to Rodney Moore. Ollie Matson, number 58, goes to Delbert. I don't know if you can see Ollie. Yeah, there's the focus. Ollie's expression's pretty fantastic. I wish they did really awkward poses for, like a throwback Topps football set. Like, how cool would that be? I would love to see some of these replicated. Lenny Moore looks like he's posing to be sculpted in a statue. Hey, I hear you, JR. Good night, man. Good to see your name pop up on a couple of these. But here's a Lenny Moore rookie going to Joseph Cerrudio. Lenny's posing for the statues. Redskins team is a short print as well. That one's going to Michael Lane. We got Steelers team card as well going to Michael Lane. A little better centering on this one. Stonicifer? I don't know if that's right. Card number 70, short print, going to Michael Lane. Michael snagging a bunch of short prints in this one. Nice, man. Volney Peters goes to Kyle Rumsey. Simmons, 82, going to Joseph Cerrillo. He's a short print as well. There's that free spot popping up. Congrats, Jeff Vickery, for getting the free spot in this one. Again, Burl Sports, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. 3 ways to enter, 1 winner of a free spot in every break we do. That's 100 spots or more. And go ahead, subscribe YouTube as well. While you are here, done 3 or 4 giveaways on YouTube as well so far this year. Plan to do some more as we roll through some more cool cards as the year rolls on. Derek Peaster snagging the Joe Scudero short print. Y.E. Tittle's the next card in the checklist. Next hit in our break, going to Yaron. Ulrich. Goes to William Ratliff. Let's see. Looks like I didn't snag all the short prints, so that's maybe the second one that's not in my stack here. So Billy Wiles going to John Bandy. He's a short print. Roosevelt Greer, he is a rookie, going to Delbert. So another hit for you, Delbert. Nice breaks tonight, even though you're already in bed. All right. Olszewski. I don't know if I got that right either. Going to Gangi on that short print. Dale Atkinson. Short print going to Derek Peaster. Bobby Lane. 116. Going to William Ratliff. Well, that means I did miss your 56 champions, the New York Giants. Going to Michael Lane. Right, 2 more to look at. McCon is short print. Going to Rodney Moore. Then got to show off that Bears team card. Going to Angelo. So some cool cards. Hope you hit some that find a home in your collection, or at the very least you get some good trade bait for the next card show you go to. I do have card show coming up in Memphis. If you're interested, it is the weekend of April 15th. So make sure you come in for that one. Should be good stuff. I'll be set up. My boys have got a table. They're going to have out some Pokemon cards. I'll have a couple of tables of mostly vintage with a little bit of modern spattered in. But yeah, should be good fun. Again, 67 Topps baseball coming up next weekend. And we'll see what other fun stuff we can do. Hopefully we wrap up that 96 Fleer hobby box break. So make sure you check that out as well. Yep, absolutely. Thanks to those of you in the chat tonight. We'll get this list posted up, sorted by participants, so you can see exactly what you hit, and then we'll talk to you next weekend. This is Burl.